Hey everybody, it's Bust, continuing our playthrough of Lab of Legends. Today we are on normal mode Fizz. Let's jump on in. So Fizz, he's kind of an odd one. It's super easy to run out of cards to play with Fizz, and so we are typically looking for something that lets us, draw additional cards. Things like welcome gifts are okay, but that's something I'd rather have like as a second or a third passive power and not a first, or we can look to try and find like Von Yip's Genius or something. And so generally, as long as it's something that puts cards into our hand, gives us a little boost in that sense, I'm pretty happy to take it. None of these seem particularly nice. Refilling your spell mana, not quite good enough for the likes of Fizz. What else can we do? Rally would be pretty decent, but again, it like doesn't help us like when we run out of cards, and so really just kind of looking for one of these that would let us draw things. But if it's going to give us rally twice in a row, then fine. You know what? You know what? We'll just have to play our cards off of the Fizz flip or something. Off we go. Hope the rally's strong enough. I mean, I can't just bring myself to sit around and keep re-rolling dozens of times and hoping for the best. And so rally is good enough in essentially every deck. So we'll make something work here. But it's kind of interesting. This is one of the decks that this is arguably like one of the worst card pools in Expedition, as far as like Spell Slingers Fizz goes. It seems like they're kind of like in Expedition, they're trying to push it towards being able to get like elusives out of Bilgewater, but there's just like not enough of them at the current point in time, and so maybe one day this will be decent, but right now it's kind of meh. This is a sub theme. They've taken this theme out of the Fizz deck in Expedition, where you have things like Double Trouble plus Mystifying Magician, but I thought that was kind of one of the, it wasn't good, but it was it was a more passable sub theme, if you will. All right, I'm glad I forgot the rally there so that I'll remember it in the future. That was a reasonable forget. Hitting sparring students always nice. I think I want to parlay any of this. I mean, let's be real. We got to parlay one of these, so we want to get rid of the actual spider or the aristocrat. I think spider, take away a blocker. He may not have a follow-up play here. I think he's probably just going to end up like Vile Feasting our Fizz, but let's see. Okay. If we were playing against humans, I would wholeheartedly recommend not attacking with Unscarred Reaver there. You just never get any value out of it. It's all of the upside is on your opponent's side of the board. So not a huge fan of just trying to attack with this. I would rather just but against the computer, you never know what kind of crazy shenanigans they're going to be into, and so I'm okay with letting it slide there. He's not going to bring anything? Wow. We're going to get him. Get the warning shot, bro. Feels good. Okay, so what do we got? I'm pretty on board with Katarina. The might not so strong here, but we got another 1-drop, and then she's just an incredible set of late game. So I think this is okay. There's an argument to come in and take the scouts, but I don't think we want to be that mid-rangey, and then Soraka's just no good. So Katarina will be fine. But yeah, as far as this deck goes, I think it'll be okay. Again, you're looking for kind of the one that lets you draw an extra fleeting card every turn, or the one that draws like additional cards at the beginning of the game, or ideally the one that if your hand is empty, you draw a card. Like, all these cards are fantastic usage with Fizz. The draw a card when your hand is empty doesn't play as well if you've added Katarina to your deck, but
Explosives primed.
still pretty strong.
In position. Behind ya.
Let's get him. Doing some double parlays onto a Mistwraith. Nope, he spent all his mana.
They'll never see it coming.
This rally's turning out pretty good. If your opponent just doesn't do anything, then it's pretty strong. Alright, so let's powder keg it. I think we might... Well, we're definitely just gonna end it this turn. Get it in there. Right, easy game. What is next? Oh man, the 2-cost Katarinas. I usually won't bring myself to do something like this, but I am a big fan of potentially piecing together this 0-cost Katarina. So we'll put the medallion on her and push forward with that. And as far as these other cards go, Hired Gun is fine. Gives us a nice little interactive element in the beginning of the game. Let's get to it. These Katarinas. Oh, so strong. All right, we found a 1-drop here. It's the very last point. I always love being able to trade with Thresh's 1-drops. So nice little pickup in the Saboteur.
No one's the wiser.
Oh,
They'll never see it coming.
it's going aggro time today. Cost Katarina. We won't try to pull that off until next turn. But
Get bloody, get paid.
we can Hired Gun this, get the damage rolling, and we'll kill with Katarina next turn.
Everything's in place. Boom.
Easy game. Speed runs and stuff, right? If I just didn't have to talk and I could APM a little faster, then lots of potential for a nice little speed run out of this trial. On. Easy.
Violence solves everything.
Right, let's see. The Frey Lord round tends to be a little bit more resilient, so I suspect we'll run into a little bit more challenges as the trial progresses. But with these, interested in welcome gifts. I don't like Enfeebling Strike. I feel like this is a pretty weak win unless you're generating units. When you draw a card, give your allies 1/0 this round. Can we play off with this? We just have the pick a card. Alright, I think the keywords will be fine. Really want a way to just generate mana, but don't quite have it just yet. And then I'm fine to just kind of go all in on the early game here now that we have this super cheap Katarina. I think our late game should be pretty well set. It's between getting 100 rallies every turn and taking advantage of her quick attack. 4 damage a turn, 5 times a turn. Had to double check it didn't say when you summon a follower. Up augment? Don't hook my Fizz. I want to get the attacks in here. Okay. You're not long for this world, Fizz. Let's pick up Fury. Oh, we can double trouble and see if we find something a little better to hook with the striking wolf. Can't parlay it, but we'll get a good parlay before it's all said and done.
There it is. Gotcha.
Don't stand in my
Attack.
way.
Okay.
Cold isn't the only danger.
At all the reforges. Dang. We could be getting Riven Swords this game. Alright, and there's all we needed. Just had to pick up this Katarina. We probably have to get something on board. We don't have enough board to just be able to attack with her over and over again. Alright, let's do this. I want to add Zap. He's reasonable just to come in here and block. And we'll look to play Blade Squire, Mystifying Magician next turn.
See the world from behind a basilisk.
Joke's on you. I was getting ready to get rid of this one.
I pull them from my hand. Took the bait. The mysteries unveiled.
I think if we just stop here, it'll cause him problems. I don't think he's going to be like super excited about attacking into Chempunk Shredder. So we might be able to just build up a board here.
What did we catch? You'll find or you'll swim.
Okay, can't let him hook Katarina, so he has to attack first. Ugh. Okay.
No going back.
Alrighty, let's get this going.
Quick as the blade.
Ooh, if you were free.
Solves everything. No going back. Quick as the blade.
Alright, I mean, we got to get on board with something, though, or we're just going to take a whole bunch of damage. I mean, it's not like we have a whole lot of choice in the matter. But getting on board with Saboteur is not exactly not exactly what I had in mind.
Will no one listen? Poor man's gone mad.
Still no block?
No
Got block at some point, right?
to the point.
Picked up elusive. Don't think we can do anything with that.
Never play fair.
Did you get elusive again? Oh, that spell shield. It's so hard to differentiate those. Alright.
Damn it.
We're just gonna get reamed. Gosh. Okay, I guess he can elixir of iron out of this. I was just thinking he's gonna be playing like a take heart and it's completely blasting us. We can win the game this way this turn, I guess. Not as much style. Oh, that is neat that he picked up lifesteal, though. Guess we might as well see if you pick up lifesteal. Nope. Alright, we didn't lose, but we did have to take quite a bit of damage. Ugh, that's a little scary. Give me more Katarina upgrades, please. So what we got here? We can get double warning shots, not exactly what we're looking for. The thrashing snapper with barrier is kind of interesting. I assume our opponent just like never blocks it though. So let's look for a little bit better early game. A little bit better anything. White Flame Protector is not quite what we're looking for. Okay. Legion Drummer seems good. It's always tough to pass up on Pursuit of Perfections, but I think I just want the additional early game plays here. Interesting warning shot drawing cards, but not quite what we're looking to do. Might need the health out of this one, though. We're going to have to play these games to where we don't have any units on board, and we're just trying to trade Katarina damage in. Might need to gain a bit of health throughout this trial. Okay. Something like this will work. Let's see if he starts off with the 0-3. Yep. Oh, do we have elusive? Shit. Oops. I just assumed we were done attacking. I didn't realize he got that ability. Alright, this is fine. We're never blocking with Fizz, so get his free 2 damage attack in. Alright. Fizz doing the challenging. And do we want to try and do like a powder keg parlay onto his Feral Mystic? Because then the Petty Officer still has a good attack here. It sucks if he has a what's it called? The 2-4? But we'll just have to see. If he plays the 2-4, then this will be safe. If he doesn't, then there's probably an Elixir of Iron in our future. But let's see if we can't go ahead and get it out now. Boom. Get that elusive thing going. Alright, not bad. There we go. That's all you need to close out a game, right? Prevent any of this? Ugh. Not really, but I think we kind of need to. You're only preventing one, Fizz. That's kind of horrible. All right, well, it's a valiant effort, my friend. Really putting one for the team in there. Oh, you got elusive. Got to remember that. She at least hit lifesteal. We get to gain a bit this way. We can play a warning shot and gain a bit more. So, nice little bit of health. I think Sejuani's going to be a real problem for us, but we won't worry about that till we get there.
Let the bloodshed begin. They'll never see it coming.
Please. We hit lifesteal again? Nice. Better lucky than good. Okay, then we'll get him on the open.
Everything's in place.
we got? Those aren't Katarinas. But 0 mana jailbreak's kind of interesting. I think I want this like double mana vision. We are starting to like run into more mana problems than I was assuming. It's like I think I get so used to just taking like sorcery and like black market merchant or whatever the like card becomes one less every turn is, that it just feels strange when I don't actually have them. But I think vision could be okay here. It doesn't play well with our Katarina theme, but it plays well with everything else. Or really, it's like, do we really just want to add a 0 mana unit to our deck? That feels pretty weak. Alright. Take the vision. Additional Katarinas. It's her flip Shunpo. Blade's Edge. Oh, Death Lotus, that's right. It is kind of nice to give her spell shields just to make sure that she doesn't get stopped by a Frostbite. So I can see that. I can see picking that up. Really hoping you had another Nomad's Medallion or an Ancient Coin or something, but we'll see. We still got to reroll. We can try to reroll a champion item once and see if we can't find something that way. Hey, but this is all getting mulliganed away. This is not the place for a parlay. It's just everything having +1/+1 doesn't make for real solid gameplay with the parlays. It's like, this is what we're doing. We're just gonna attack every turn of the game with as many Katarinas as we can. It's a top-notch strategy, I guess.
They'll never know what killed them.
Oh my goodness. What you got for us? Warning shots weren't quite what we're looking for, but let's just bank. You know, we've got this Nopify and pick a card. We probably want to use one of them at some point. Just chunking in this 4 damage doesn't seem like the best use of our resources. As he blocks, he just kills all of our units with that next turn. So that was a nice little win for us. Probably need to just find something that isn't horrible. So let's see. Let's shuffle that stuff away.
We go where the War Mother be.
4/4.
Success gets noticed around here.
Our ranks fill the valley.
It's my 4 attack unit.
Never played fair.
Like at least a nice way to take back some board. Oh shit, she hit Scout? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter with Katarina because she's just going to bounce back anyways.
Don't stand in my way.
I don't have any hooks on this board. Trying to think if we want to actually add Zap. I don't think so. Seems pretty weak. Let's just chunk in this damage. When it's free, then we'll add think about adding a Saboteur and Katarina's. Doesn't seem that great here. Okay.
Pain is
Could probably get him with the elusives though. This overwhelm damage isn't going to be enough to kill us.
ride onward.
Oh, I can't play spells anyways. Oh, he had his... Did he have spell shield? Okay. Well, we gotta play a spell to give old Fizz elusive. Let's play a couple Katarinas. Oh man. That's how you do it, right? You use double trouble into 2 elusives. Game.
No going back.
done for, Sejuani.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Boom.
I'll strike them down.
That's how you do it with the elusives. Oh, nice. You did it. That's right, Fizz. Okay. I guess, I mean, we can just give our allies more keywords. I think, ultimately, I think we should probably like be re-rolling here to look for something that gives us mana. But I'm going to save it for the champion items and see if we can't get Katarina fully loaded up here. So there's an ancient coin. So she just one away. one item away from that. Just free win whenever you play her. As long as you got the time to play through all the animations. Okay, so we probably do something like this. Got to find something earlier to play, but I guess Katarina's a reasonable keep at this stage of the game. Death Lotus is actually somewhat interesting here. It's hard to ever be able to play the Death Lotus, but against this deck, I think it should be okay.
For Nexus. Ha! They'll never know what killed. Let the bloodshed begin.
All right, let's just stop here. Weird they didn't play anything. This deck like always plays cards at the beginning of the game. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
We march as one, an unstoppable force.
Did you hit overwhelm twice? Oh, you got elusive. Okay.
Remember why we fight.
So weird.
Formation.
I promise you'll get your time to shine, Katarina.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Nexus. To victory.
Okay, and this will get. We couldn't just attack with the scout. Got Mystic Shots again. It's like because he played as 4/3, but like this, we could get to replay Katarina and have a good turn going that way. But dude doesn't like to have fun. Alright. Surprise, such a weird draw from this dude. I don't know if he just drew like a bunch of Karinas or how his hand is being so weird.
It's not broken, just needs a little love.
Like a fish in water.
And take some damage and warning shot back out of it.
This way.
Don't have any plunders, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw him down. I guess we do have fizzes. Maybe we should have hung on to those for fizz's sake, but
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
not hook the one I wanted.
Who are you?
Oh boy, here I go!
Get overwhelmed. All the life steals apparently this round. Okay. I was planning on making like a sweet vision type of play, but that's not going to happen here. I'm just going to have to pass this turn.
First one's free.
Okay.
No refunds.
People I'm still out the yodeling uniform.
Bad. Alright, the one cost. We've been hitting these elusives like crazy as far as these cards go.
Topsiders?
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Alright, now let's just clear out where we can. It's got spell shield. Nobody cares about this. Not a single person.
We live here.
Start to do this now. Can you survive anything? If it has 3 attack, you can survive it, so that'll work.
Yeah.
Come down here and take whatever the biggest unit is. And let's hang on to Fizz.
I'm coming in.
Alright, now we should be able to Fizz kill him next turn.
Perfect.
I guess we could Fizz kill him this turn. Missed that we had that mana left. Easy. Alright, on to the next one. That was a really weird start from that deck build. I've never seen them go like the first 2 turns without adding units to the board. They must just got some really awkward draw with a bunch of like Sump Scavengers and Karinas and stuff in it. Okay. Want to make 3-cost Fizzes? I mean, we are kind of lacking in unit strength. I wouldn't be opposed to having that Fizz come down, but I think just making the cheaper units all around is all we're going to need here. Alright, let's load up our parlays. Ugh, going against the turrets. Something like this. I think we need coral creatures.
Explosives prime. They'll never see it coming. Boom.
I think we got to be a little less greedy with Katarina. We might need to actually spike off one of the turrets with the Blade's Edge, so let her hang back just a little bit.
Charged up and ready to go.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Nexus.
Hit back's a bunch.
To victory.
Okay. Strong.
Formation.
Success gets
And this seems like the turn where we might get Katarina going. He's got a way to answer the Legion Drummer, which is a bit unfortunate, but we can start like this. Get our scout attack in. Hear about the augments. Can't hook this now, though.
Show them the might of Nexus.
Okay. Get a lot of work out of this crush bot.
Never play fair.
Oh no, I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, I should have played Katarina. Oh, that was sloppy. We'll be fine, but that was sloppy.
For the Empire.
Not my first gunfight.
Actually, if we're going to be doing quick attack stuff, we'll want to to weaken the crush bot. Dude. Messing up my value attacks. Alright. Fine, dude, if you're going to be like that.
So pretty.
You'll fight or you'll swim.
To the point.
Alright, none of these units are particularly good at combating. You have elusive or spell shield. God, I hate having to check this. Okay. Okay. Let's bring out the trouble, see what happens. Oh, I mean, we've got to do it like this, right? Let's get the attack in. Who has Challenger? Jeez. gotta ask ourselves the big questions in life. It's quick attack, so we can quick attack challenge the biggest one, I guess. Boom. You didn't see that one coming, did you, guard bots? Oh, what a turn. That's pretty sweet. Got him. Back to full health right up against this Victor. Pretty cool. Good stuff. Okay, yeah. I don't think we're going to get to put any more medallions on our Katarina. We got one roll left against... This is just random cards at the end. So we'd have to just roll for Katarina and hope for the best. Alright, let's do it. We gotta be here for the memes, right? But no, Legion Drummer's just fine. Close. Close to being there. Get that hot screenshot for Reddit. Alright, so... And I still really just don't like hanging on to Katarina in our openers, but I don't think we have any way around it. Okay. It's so weird saying you don't want to keep your zero-cost champion in your opening hand, but
Let the bloodshed begin.
the best of it.
They'll never know what killed us.
Alright, let's just bank it up. Not a whole lot going on here. I don't think there's any reason to just throw her down at risk of a thermogenic beam. I guess can't quite beam her because of spell shield, but seems fine. Ooh, nice. Those units out of here. This is what you would call the relentless theme in Expedition, where you're giving Legion Drummers, giving your other units quick attack, and then you rally with Katarina so you can already have some quick attacks and get to rearrange them. Never comes together because it's like the game is always just so over if you're pulling it off, but it's cool to get to see it in action when it's actually doing something. Alright, I think we just pass. Would like to get this double trouble down.
I did, and zero regrets.
So we got a Challenger bird. It's never blocking. I don't think we want to do anything with that though. As well, the idea I've been having is I want to get rid of the armed gearhead so that we can play the hired gun. So I mean, we can do this. Here's how we can do it. Let's start off with you just for a unit. Not that exciting, but fine. Parlay here. It's not going to do the damage to face, but it's going to take it down to 2 health. Quick attack challenge this thing. The next turn we can just give Victor vulnerable. Attacking with Katarina, whatever we need to do, we should be able to take Victor down next turn. Then it's usually game over once their Victor dies. I think we're pretty well set to win this one. Look at you getting your flip. Good on you, Exalted Poro.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
This game's done. We're gonna get 3 Katarinas after this. All right, well played, Victor.
Never play fair.
Don't stand in my way.
Easy. So yeah, not a bad little trial. we didn't do too much with Fizz, but you know, when that ain't the neg 2 cost Katarina shows up, you kind of just you got to roll with it and go for the memes. I wish we could have got her all the way to 0, but you know, you can't have it all the time. So it is what it is. So yeah, you know, not a bad little trial. Not too much to say about Fizz other than this. You know, I think a lot of the same things hold true. You want to just keep your curve really low. You want to get some of the mana generation if you can, or if you don't have the mana generation and you kept your curve low, you do kind of need some kind of top end. Just these abilities here do not close out games, especially once you get beyond the normal round and your opponents have, like, you know, that Thresh starts at like 10 health. Once they get up to having 20 and 30 health, these really early game aggressive strategies need a bit more help. And so I do, again, look for ways to cheat, whether or not that's draw more cards or to get additional mana. It's typically how you need to be taking advantage of these fizzes. Or you can just roll for Yip's Genius and play the play the fish bones if that's how you want to go about it. But yeah, that is going to do it for us today. So, you know, hope you all enjoyed the trial. You learned a thing or two along the way, and I had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.